Hi everybody, and welcome back to StorytellerSpira's channel, where we will be playing a War Between Factions tonight, our ongoing Vampire the Masquerade Anarch game set in the Anarch Free States of Southern California, especially LA, that sort of area. We will turn it over to our lovely storyteller Revolver C to give us a quick recap and get us going.
Hey guys, what's going on? I'm here to be your storyteller, Robert C. Yeah, so kind of giving an overall recap of what's happened so far. We have our four characters here, all kindred and part of the Anarch faction. They all belong to respective gangs that litter around the Free States. They were hired by a revolutionary named Jeremy McNeil, who was kind of the forefather of creating these free states. And they are led to believe that Camarilla have been trying to infiltrate the free states and, kind of claim back LA to the Camarilla. So these guys have been investigating over a period of a week, which seems a lot longer, but uh, they have been finding out what the Camarilla have been doing, as well as had their own interactions with them and had their own personal losses due to their involvement. Last we left off last session, um, Jasmine and Otto kind of had their court scene happen with Bruce Melione, and Rose was not present at the time. However, they did extend the court date to on the grounds of like the evidence may be tampered or there's not enough conclusive evidence to say that the videos came from the Widow's Web. Uh, Izzy had a job from Boris after she, was trying to peer into where was Destiny, where it happened to her, etc. And so Boris sent Izzy to LA to meet with a client about some heist that he seems to be wanting to work on. And it happened to be Aiden, which was Sid's sire, and also working with the Camarilla. He informed her that the Camarilla want to find the whereabouts of Jeremy McNeil, and so that she needs to break into some like a government building to try to find out his records, proof of property, anything that they can find up to where they can locate this individual. And Sid, on the other hand, just woke up from being frenzied after the unfortunate death of her companion Jewel, and she reconvened with Fang, and there they learned that the Camarilla were on the move, and they are now tracking Aiden, who was done meeting with Izzy. So that is where we left off, and that's where we'll start. So we're gonna go start with Izzy first. Actually, you were still in the restaurant, the Italian restaurant. You met with Aiden. You have been given this assignment. You got a bag, like a brown bag full of money, about $50,000 to $60,000 for this, job essentially that you're going to be doing.
Okay.
Yeah, and so you can either go to, like he. I think you guys suggested that you can either go to like the DMV, or you can go to like the actual government, like a what is it, like the mayor, like the government office building, city hall. There we go. Anything like that, or wherever else you want to go, whatever else you want to do, etc.
Yeah. Okay. So I had to find the whereabouts of the Jeremy McNeil. Yeah.
Correct.
He's the one that talked to us at the beginning, right? That had the Scottish accent.
Yeah, Jeremy McNeil he was the revolutionary who started the Free States movement, and he was the one that gathered all of the kindred anarchs in Southern California and had that meeting to where, try to figure out what you know about the Camarilla and report back to me within a week. You actually did get an email saying that he wanted to reconvene on Thursday. The rest of the players have not yet, but you are the only one that's aware of it so far.
Okay. Fuck. um. Shit. Sorry. So I have a. I know you just recapped for me, and I was listening. I have the bag full of money, and I'm ready to go. But I'm also like, fuck, I don't know where to start. I'm sorry.
No, it's cool. As I said, you have been tasked by Boris to help out your client with the heist that he wants to, he's got the job. You and
Yeah.
Aiden discussed that,
So I sent to pay him, or
no, he paid you for the job.
okay.
Yeah, you guys talked. He had the money. He gave you the money for the job that you're about to perform.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, you're fine. It's been 2 weeks. So.
Yeah, I didn't really remember.
It's been 2 weeks, and Vampire the Masquerade has a lot of just flavor text and dialogue, so I understand.
Sorry about that. Okay, yeah, all right. Cool. I am gonna go head to the government building where I'm supposed to go do this. Then I guess.
Okay, yeah. So you're walking, driving, taxi.
I don't have a car. Not that that's a problem, but I'll take a taxi.
Okay, so you kind of flag down a taxi. He picks you up. You make small talk or whatever. He says that, kind of questions you why you're going to City Hall so late at night. It is probably like closer to 10, 11. It's early in the night still on a Wednesday. Yeah, I don't know if you want to roleplay that out, but
I BS some shit about like basically being somebody who somebody who works there needs this stuff as soon as they sit down, so I have to go drop it in their mailbox real fast. My boss is riding my ass, that kind of thing.
Yeah, of course. And so it takes about, a couple minutes to get there from where you're at. It's City Hall is kind of in the center of LA. You're more in the northern part of it. So with traffic and everything, takes you about 20, 30 minutes to get there. And you are dropped off in front of City Hall. You do see just like kind of security personnel kind of patrolling the area a little bit. Not like heavy duty, but, late night crew.
Okay, first thing I'm gonna do is obfuscate.
Yeah, of course.
All right. Now let's see, is there like a side door or something that I can do?
Yeah, so there's obviously the front of the building, which is just pure glass. You can see right into it. It's dark. You see nothing but like the flashlights. And again, the security personnel that's at the front desk kind of keeping an eye on things. If you circle around the building, you would notice like a maintenance door where janitors come in to pick out the trash, or like if there's something else that needs maintenance done, they would go through that door.
Okay, we're gonna try and go through that door.
Okay. Go ahead and do me a perception. I will awareness. Alertness? Awareness? Whatever
Awareness
the one
is
that's
the
not
supernatural one. Oh, alertness is the not supernatural one.
So alertness.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn on the light real quick. I look super white.
You do, bro, but that's okay. We love you. Whoop! I rolled a weird thing. Sorry.
Like I know I'm pasty white, but I'm not that white,
There you go.
Hey, okay. So as you're circling around the building, you see this heavy metal door. Again, the maintenance entrance and exit. You do notice a security camera looming over that door as well, just to see who goes in and out. And as a reminder, not to Izzy, but you as a player, obfuscate does not work for cameras.
Yeah, like I learned. Let's see. Can I climb around it? Like, is there a window I can get in?
Yeah, there would be some windows overlooking the alleyway.
Okay.
You just have a grappling hook
that.
lying around, or you gonna jump, climb?
I'm just gonna climb it.
All right. Let me look at a character sheet real quick. I guess do dexterity athletics
Right.
or strength, whatever one you want to do. Okay,
Please not
that's
strength.
that's
I
good
have
enough
one
for
done
me.
strength.
So, with enough, with enough intuition and experience that your character has, I'll say that you can find a little bit further down the alleyway where there's no cameras. There's some loose bricks that you're able to dig your claws into and just start climbing up to the window. Thankfully, this window is unlocked, so you're able to press it open with your hand and slip on in.
Okay.
And in that room, you just see, we'll say it's just an office. It looks just a desk with some family photos on it, a computer. You have no idea where this is, but it looks to be like an office of some sort.
Okay. Obviously, this isn't the office that I need to be in, so I'm going to try and sneak out and sneak around.
All right. You press open the door and go ahead and roll me a wits stealth.
Okay. Alright, I'm rolling 8 dice. Let's see if, they like me. Hey, they did! Hey!
So as you peer the door open a bit, you see one of the security personnel kind of walking down the hallway, just Brett like glancing over the flashlight, not terribly attentive. He doesn't seem to be, anything's gonna happen, but it's his job to do so, so he does it very disinterested. And you're in the hallway with many doors, both sides, like leaning from the left to the right. Towards the left would be the fire exit, and to the right would be to a larger building or a larger room.
Where do I know whereabouts in this place is the office I'm supposed to be going to? Or do I literally have to wander the labyrinth?
You could call someone if you like. You could phone a friend.
I do have contacts.
Yeah, you didn't necessarily say you were going to look at blueprints or anything, or see a map.
I mean, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna try and phone Destiny.
All right, so you're gonna close the door, go back in the office, kind of phone Destiny.
Yeah.
All right, so a couple rings later, you are listening to dial tones, and nothing. You just get the stock voice message of the number you're trying to reach cannot be located.
Fuck. God, fuck. I couldn't reach it earlier either. I'm really worried. Fuck, who else can I call?
That's the worst can happen. It's not like anyone's died.
Yes, it is. You monster.
Cruel.
Okay, fuck. Alright.
And as you're kind
I
of...
really don't know who else I can call for this.
As you're pondering in the office, you can't reach Destiny. A little bit of worry is present in your face. You do receive a text message, probably seconds later, and it says, they're watching. Unknown number.
Fuck. Okay. Right, I'm not gonna bother her then. Okay, so instead, I'm going to try and find a directory of some kind and look at whose offices are on whose numbers.
Okay. You're going to use a computer, you said?
Yeah, or they might have it on a plaque on the wall.
Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, the room that you are in right now, there's no plaque, but outside the door, there would be a Selinger plaque just outside the door, room number 207.
Sure, but like in most like city hall things, they've got like a whole, at all way intersections. They got the like the plaque of like this way for this way for that, and like people's office
Yeah.
the numbers.
You don't see the plaque, but you are in a hallway, so maybe in the larger room or.
Yeah, I'm gonna go look in the larger room for that.
Okay. So you see the guard still continue down his route, brushing his flashlight around to see if there's anyone sneaking around. You do notice some security cameras, though, primarily facing the larger room. Not so much the hallway, but the larger room for sure.
Okay. Can I like look and see if there's any blind spots?
Yeah, go ahead and do wits stealth again.
Boom.
All right, you're able to hit those blind spots. You go into the larger room. You do see that plaque on the wall that you were looking for earlier. It says, second floor accounting. You see the room that you came out from was part of the accounting wing. Across the hall, like on the opposite side of the room, would be real like records.
Okay. Then I'm going there.
Sounds good. And you sneak your way toward. You're pretty much on tail with the guard, and you do see him kind of stop, turn around. He does feel that watchful eye, even though that he can't see anything, nothing's there. And he'll shine a light towards like your face, and then he'll just keep using his normal patrol. Do you want to just go to the first room that you see, or?
I'm going to records, aren't I?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll go there first, I guess.
All right. So you sneak into that room. Go ahead and do one final wits sneak.
Woohoo! Two that time.
Sounds good to me. So you sneak in. You see large piles of paper, large folders just stacked upon stack on this very old-looking desk. There is a computer there, again, aged as well as the desk. And yeah, there's a lot of filing cabinets there as well.
Okay. So, I'm looking on information on the whereabouts of this guy. Yeah.
Yeah, as far as you know, he only goes by the name of Jeremy McNeil.
Okay, well then I'm going to look at the M's. Is
All
the file
right.
cabinet locked? Because it should be, and I really want to pick the lock.
Go ahead and pick the lock.
Yay! Is that last on the index?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck! How the shit did that happen? I didn't botch. That's just a neutralized nothing.
Yeah, it's
Damn it.
not open.
Brilliant.
Can I try
You're like,
again?
oh, good. Get to lockpick something finally, and you're just like, it's been a while. It's been a while.
Drop the lockpick. Ah, fuck. Damn it.
Yeah, I could try again at difficulty 7.
There we go. Motherfucker!
Right.
Kick it. Get it.
Yeah, you place the palm of your hand on the side of the filing cabinet, making a little bit of noise, but nothing too attention bringing. And you do eventually open that filing cabinet, and
Yay.
again, like rows of files. You go to the M section, and you don't see anything of recent record of McNeil.
Okay. What else can I look for? Can I do like a... Oh, I don't have any... No, there's no intuition. Okay. I was going to ask to do a wits intuition, but there isn't intuition on this sheet.
There is a computer on the desk. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier.
Yeah, we can do that and just search for it, I guess. What's that? So it's computer in... Is it intelligence or wits?
I would say intelligence.
Okay. All right. Not bad.
That would be good enough. So you turn on the computer. You can do some brute force style of hacking to get through the password and other personal folders that require a password, like administration files. And you do open like an older program that has a list of past records of people who are deceased or have had a name change, etc. And you type in Jeremy McNeil, and you do see a number of names and aliases that have happened throughout the years of name changes and etc. It looks like closer to like 100 years of just name changes after name changes. And you cross-reference from the computer to the filing cabinet, and you do manage to pick up some files as well as proof of property ownership, some dealership records as well, like cars that he's owned, as well as tax paperwork that he has filed and submitted to the IRS, etc. So,
Okay, anything here we can cross-reference to try and figure out where he is, or does he seem to move around a bit?
you do notice that he does seem to. The last house that he had purchased was pretty recently, and it's over on like the western end of LA towards the wharf area, like the bay.
Okay.
So that would probably be your best lead.
Now, I want to have done the job, but I also don't like the camera at all. And I think we're doing this for them. So...
I mean, you're definitely doing it for the Camarilla.
Oh, yeah.
Aiden.
I could just take pictures and do it scot-free, or I could take the whole thing and have them have a mess to clean up. While still technically having done the job, but then that could also come back and bite me in the ass a bit. So... what's life without a little fun? I'm going to take it.
All right. Where are you going to stash the folders?
I brought a backpack with me.
All right. Sounds good. So you place them carefully in the bag to make sure they're not being crumpled or ripped. You're a professional after all, right? So you securely put it in your backpack. Close up the filing cabinets. You're unable to lock them unless you want to lockpick to lock a door.
Can I lock it back? That would be brilliant.
That would be really interesting. I don't think I've ever heard of a thief do that. Yeah, go for it. You're a professional.
Fuck yeah, I am.
I'm a professional here. Okay, got it.
That is
so
the wrong accent.
You lockpick the... Yeah, you lockpick the filing cabinet to lock it. I don't even know if that's possible, but... God, by God,
it is now.
Vampiric magic, you make
possible.
it happen.
I know it's not how this works, but it is
Totally
now.
possible, I think, actually.
It's totally possible. I promise.
Sounds good. I'll take your word for it. Yeah, so you lock up the filing cabinets, turn off the computer, make sure that nothing can be traced to you or back to you. And you're just going to make your way out the nearest window or come back from where you came?
We're going to go out the nearest window. There's no point in going back exactly where I came from. Just making sure, giving a quick cursory glance that there ain't any cameras pointed at me,
Yeah, so the window that you would be leaving is on the opposite side of the building that you came in from, which would be another alleyway. It's a little bit more open from the street, but because you're obfuscated, no one can see you anyways.
Okay, we're going to do that, and I'm going to put in the headphones, and we're going to listen to Bootylicious while I climb down the wall.
Sounds good, yeah. You are bootylicious. I don't know the song, but you're pretty bootylicious, so...
Beyonce!
Yeah, so from here, where are you going to be going with the newly acquired files at hand?
Roughly back to Boris. But I want to see if I can't text Destiny first. Just
okay.
kind of send are you okay?
Yeah, you did receive a message from an anonymous number.
Yeah, I'm sending it to that number.
Okay, what are you going to say?
Just, you okay? I don't even know if it's Destiny, but...
Yeah. After a couple seconds later, you do see a text that says, "She's fine. Good job acquiring the files."
I send back coolsies.
And
I
with
kind
that,
of love Izzy.
only kind of. So we'll jump back to Sid, who is currently in pursuit of her sire, Aiden, with the help of Fang, her gang leader, and Anthony Morales, the leader of the Vipers.
Yes.
And Aiden is currently strolling in the middle of a park. He was on his phone earlier, but quickly hung up and seems to just be taking his time going to wherever it is he is going. But he is going to a pretty unlighted park. It's not very well taken care of, but there are street lamps. It's just there isn't a lot of them.
Right. And we were pursuing on foot.
Yeah, you had to play a catch up a little bit because you did talk to Izzy about what was going on, what did they talk about, etc. So Fang and Anthony were a couple of yards ahead of you, but you did manage to catch up with relatively amount of stealth. Not enough to like break your stealth or make Aiden aware that he's being tailed.
Okay. I will, when I get within distance, I'll am I close enough that whispering would be bad? Or should I like use hand signals?
I mean, he is your sire. You know how perceptive he is, as well as his acute senses. So if you want to risk it, it's up to you. I would have to make you roll a stealth check, though.
Okay, that's what I was asking, was if I was close enough that he might hear me. I will try to just communicate with my hands at first with Fang. I'll make like a hand movement, just kind of like anything going on.
Yeah, and Fang will he gives you a short glance because he doesn't want to take his eyes off his target, and he'll just shake his head.
Okay. For now, I think I'm just gonna quietly trail him and keep an eye on him, because I don't want to make a decision without seeing better what he's doing.
All right. So you follow him a couple minutes. He just seems to be enjoying the scenery. It looks like he actually finds a nearby park bench, and he just sits down there for a while, either waiting for someone or just admiring the sights, or whether or not he's looking to feed. You're not sure of his intentions. However, he seems to just be sitting cross-legged on this bench, very relaxed.
Okay. I'll wave to Anthony and Fang to stop, take off, like hide behind a bit of tree line, and if I have to roll for it, I'll roll stealth, but I want to kind of whisper a little bit to them.
Okay. Yeah, I'll roll a perception check for him.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll a stealth.
Woo! So very quietly, I'm going to say to Fang and Anthony, standing with me, I don't, he doesn't seem to be doing much. I don't want to run out there. That could easily lead to, I don't know who might be with him.
Yeah, they'll look at you again very briefly and say, "Yeah, you might be right about that." And from the looks of it, he seems to cock his head kind of towards your direction, but pays no mind to it. Whether or not he noticed you or not, you don't know. But
I will use beckoning to get a small thing like a bird or a squirrel that can move around and check the area for me.
Okay. Go ahead. You do the roll, right? And then that's
Yeah.
how many come.
2 successes gives me a quarter of the animals within earshot. I'm really just concerned if I can get at least like 2 birds or 2 squirrels.
You want to be able to get birds, but you'd definitely be able to get the, resident squirrel or even an owl if you'd like.
All right. I have to pick one animal, so I'll go with squirrels. It's not too weird. Oh, it's late at night. I'll go with an owl. So, I'll wait for an owl to like land near where we are, and then using feral whispers. Let's see.
Or if you even want like a possum.
Don't give me options like that, man. I'm totally gonna take the possum. I feel like that might make someone actually be like, why is there a possum just wandering around by itself? Alright, manipulate the... 1 second. Alright, so 4 successes on asking the owl to prowl the area and then come back to me, let me know if if it looks like there's people waiting, anyone heading this direction in line with Aiden, like walking towards the bench he's at, that sort of thing.
Okay. Yeah, and it'll do that. You don't see like through his eyes, right? You just tell him to command and he tells you.
Yeah,
the
no,
result.
it's a unspoken command just by looking in their eyes, and it'll come back, and the way it communicates, I just understand it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a perception alertness.
Okay.
Yeah. While the owl is flying around, the owl does take heed to your command. He flies around a bit, surveys the area for a couple minutes. As he's doing that, you do notice a sly smirk on Aiden's face. It almost looks like he's anticipating something.
All right, I
and the owl,
got 4 successes.
Yeah, definitely get that feeling. Sorry, not Aiden. The owl comes back and says, there seems to be 2 people heading towards his direction.
Can I ask it like just vague, not details, but like big, small, man, woman?
2 women.
Okay. All right. I think that's all I needed. So I'll dismiss the owl.
Okay. And if you wait a couple minutes to see who arrives, you notice that there's just 2 late night joggers kind of perusing the park. They seem to be coming towards his direction.
All right. But they look like I'll roll perception alertness again if I have to. But can I tell like from their skin tone, like are their cheeks red? Are they sweating? Like does it look like they're humans? Just jogging?
They're human. They have like the sweat bands. They have the flashlights on their head. They look to be just ordinary, like mothers that are enjoying a late night jog to get their fitness routine in.
Okay. Then I'll turn my head toward Fang and Anthony and shake my head as if like not with Aiden.
Okay. Yeah, they respond to that. And you see Aiden as the 2 women run past, stand up, and he seems to be focusing on them. However, he heads the opposite direction, more into the woods, like the woody part of the park. There's a lot of tree lines there, like just man-made tree lines, and yeah.
All right, I'm gonna keep my eye on him as much as I can. I do have acute vision, so I should be able to watch him even if it starts getting darker. And then I will turn to Fang since he should be a little further away, and just kind of whisper like, "Should we follow him or what?"
Fang looks very hesitant. You can see a bit of conflict in his face. Part of him wants to go follow him, and the other part seems to be holding back. And he says, How about you wait here? Let Anthony and I take care of this.
I'm going to fold my arms and balance that request between my impulsive desire to follow Aiden and see what he's up to, but also realize I might be bait of some sort, or he might be bait for me, either way. So I will begrudgingly nod and just lean against the tree that we're nearby.
All right. And yeah, they seem to stalk Aiden. You're just gonna wait there where you're at right now.
Um, hmm. I'll wait until they head off, and then I will slowly follow, but keeping a distance so I can maybe just at least hear if anything goes wrong.
All right, go ahead and roll me another wits stealth.
Sure. Wits or dex?
Wits.
Okay. One success.
All right. Yeah. The words of Fang seem to kind of ring through your ear. You know that he's doing this to protect you, and he seems to be not himself because of it. However, you do keep an eye on him and start following behind him closely. It seems that those two have stopped and are actually looking around for something. They seem to have lost the target that they were so keen on keeping an eye on.
Hmm. I will pause. Like, I'm keeping a distance between them to follow, but still be in line with where Aiden might be going. So I noticed that they seem to have stopped and they lost track. Then I'll slowly approach.
Okay. And before you do approach, you notice a giant dog growling behind you. This seems to be larger than a normal dog. It seems to be almost wolf-like. And it seems to be growling.
I have an affinity with dogs. Can I tell that this is not a normal dog?
That is not a normal dog.
Okay. Do Fang and Anthony see me, or am I all alone?
They're probably an earshot. You could shout for them, definitely. However, their focus is looking for Aiden.
Alright, so this dog is snarling and just not angry or not happy with me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll take a slow step back, and I'm not going to be yelling out, but I'm going to be speaking at a kind of normal volume and say, Butch, it's alright, what can I do for you?
And as you do speak, the dog stops snarling and slowly transforms back into someone you're very familiar with, and that is Aiden Cook.
Of course.
And he, after
Stupid ginger.
after the transformation, he'll say, "I thought I heard your voice in the distance.
And I thought I recognized your gangly fur.
It's been too long, Sidoni. We haven't talked like this in years."
I'm gonna fold my arms and kind of otherwise stand my ground. Yes, I would have preferred it to continue that way.
And he'll continue to step closer to you. He doesn't seem to mind the repercussions that may happen because of it. He's just overly excited to see you in person so close.
Ugh. I won't move away as he gets closer. I'm gonna still stand my ground, just arms folded and glaring at him.
Okay. Yeah, just let me know when you actually do want to do an action, but he's just going to keep approaching you until he's pretty close to you within arm's length.
Alright, by arm's length, I might even put one more foot behind me, but I'm still gonna kind of stand solid and say, what do you want, Aiden?
Well, I could ask you the same thing. I had business here, and I thought I'd enjoy a nice feeding in the park, and much to my surprise, I find you instead.
To your surprise, of course, no, you didn't expect me to be following, did you? That was supposed to be very sarcastic.
Yeah, he'll give a very dramatic shrug, like, and he'll say, you should come back with me, Sidoni. Leave these filthy dogs and come back.
Why do you think I ran away from Europe? Why do you think I hid here from you? I want nothing to do with you anymore. I never want to see you again.
He seems to smile at that comment. He is clearly in denial and says, I know you need to find your way. I know birds need to fly away from the mother after so long, but you're back now. You know your purpose. You know your life, what you want. We can do that together. We can leave the Camarilla. We can leave these people, these people you come with. You know, we could start a new life.
I'm gonna step up, closing the gap, and kind of like a grip at his shirt collar. How sick is your skull?
And with that, he'll creepily put a hand on your face, just kind of brushing it, you know, like feeling the skin and even absorbing like the smell of what you smell like. And he seems to be very excited about this.
I'm going to slap his hand away. Don't touch me.
No, Sidoni, you're being over dramatic here.
You're disgusting, Aiden, and I never want to see you again. If I can't make that clear with words.
And as with that, his once, calm, smiling face of, being reunited with a lost love is quickly twisted to disdain and anger, and he will try to grip your wrist very tightly as you slap his hand away. So if you want to dodge, you're more than welcome to.
Yeah, I'll do a Dex athletics. One.
And he manages to grab your wrist. You feel like the slight, like a loose tug as you pull away, but ultimately he does grab you. And he will kind of force you closer to his body and even embrace you in a very forceful manner and says, Sidoni, you're being childish. I accepted your retreat from me, but now it is time to leave.
I'm going to pull out my Eyes of the Beast and Feral Claws to show that I'm not coming easy.
Yeah, go for it.
It's just an auto thing.
Okay. What is Eyes of the Beast?
Well, it's mainly to actually see in the dark, but it does give you like yellow glowing eyes, which you can use like to intimidate. And I'm showing him like I'm not coming with you, and then the claws come out automatically.
Okay, and Till, again, as he's kind of forcefully embracing you, he'll look into your eyes and say, I did not miss that look.
Can Fang and Anthony not hear any of this?
Yeah, if you want to shout, they seem to be kind of going towards the direction that they last saw him in.
All right,
But
then
again,
I
they're
will
shot away.
loudly scream, "I'm not coming with you."
Yeah. And with that, you quickly hear some footsteps tread behind you, and he will let you go and push you down, whether or not you regain balance. I mean, if you want to roll for it. But he will push you down pretty forcefully. Like,
Nope, I fall over.
yeah, you fall on your ass. It's it's uneven ground, it's grassy, and depending on what shoes you're wearing, it could be that some of your shoes got caught inside the like a mushy part of the grass.
I don't normally wear stilettos. That was that one night. A little more of a boot hiking girl.
Yeah, regardless, you do fall.
Yeah.
And it's within moments later that Fang and Anthony rush to your side, and Fang growls very ferociously towards them and say, "Did he hurt you?"
Did he take off?
No, he's standing there. He just pushed you away.
Okay. I will, I'll gather myself up, stand up, and in a really, like, show of, like, no, I'm fine. I'm just gonna, like, brush myself off with, like, without really looking. Just like, no, I'm fine.
Yep. And Aiden will laugh and say, "Sidoni, quite the harlot nowadays, huh? You share the same bed as this mongrel over here," and he'll glare at Fang very, angrily, like.
Get your mind out of the gutter, Aiden. I haven't been with anyone, not including you.
Yeah, and that's what we'll stop for Sid real quick. Mr. Ottoman of the Ottoman Empire.
I think that was still around when I was born.
Not sure, but you
Totally don't think so.
you have
It was around surprisingly late.
Yeah, but oh no, when you were turned, my bad. No, it might have been around while you were born. Probably was.
You have successfully kind of prolonged this court date.
Woo!
It's about 10:30, 11 o'clock at night for you. What would you be doing with your night?
Well, I would be getting with Miss Jasmine in a I need to figure out what the plan is sort of way, and only that kind of way.
Okay. Are you gonna be calling, texting?
I will text her.
All right.
What are you texting? I need to know what to respond to.
Okay. So what's the plan? Question mark. Should we meet? Question mark. All in perfect grammar, no emojis.
YA for yeah, comma. Will I get beat up again if I go to the web?
So the web is closed, right, Rev?
No, it's open. It's just when you came that last night, it was like 4 a.m, so it was closed.
So I will respond with, "You mean the place where the traitor Lilith might be?"
Is there some place where you can doctor footage?
There is a good answer to that question, but I'm not sure if I'm going to let you know. Nope, I have goals, and they're more important than keeping you away from my apartment. My apartment.
Sure.
That's how he gets all the ladies to go to his apartment.
Yeah, just and then like she'll wait for an address and then drive over.
And to send it, and to go home.
And
All
she
right.
meets him there.
Yeah, so obviously Zabani, Otto would arrive first.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem the Camarilla has trifled through anything. There isn't any misplaced furniture or documents, so it doesn't look like anyone's been through your computer at all. I'll just tell you that innately.
All right.
So is there anything you want to do before Jasmine arrives?
No, just get my computer and my second bedroom / filming room set up.
All right. And as you're setting,
trying to best emulate the angle of the camera of my office in the Widow's Web.
okay, go ahead and do a wits and porno director roll.
Oh my god, I am so good at that roll. Give me a second.
Do a wits.
Pull up my character sheet.
Yeah, we'll say wits and performance, maybe, or wits and.
What was he doing again?
Setting up a camera to mimic the Widow's Web. Actually, just do a base intelligence roll.
That would kind of be like technology, so.
Yeah, base wits or base intelligence. I'll accept either. Difficulty 6.
That's a little bit rough.
There you go. Yeah, you mimic it pretty much to perfection.
That's swell.
And as you're setting up, Jasmine, you do arrive at Otto's apartment building. He did give you the room number that he's staying in. Are you just going to make your way directly there?
Yeah, probably stop for any, like, unless she has it in her car. And I mean, she is coming from courthouse, so I'm guessing she has it. Just like the evidence that she would have on her.
Right.
I feel like I can buzz you in, but I can.
Yeah, no, she'd like knock or ring up whatever.
Well, no, like I think like one of my primary choices was security, so I'd have to buzz you into the gate outside.
Yeah, no, and like obviously she won't just walk in your apartment.
Yeah, so you collect your things, collect the evidence, lock your car, etc. Go up to the front of the apartment building. It is one of those ones where it has like the last names and then the buzzer. So he does have to buzz you in, and you are immediately let in, walk your way up the stairs, and you arrive in front of Otto's door.
Yep, she'll knock on it when she gets there.
It'll be a second.
Or if there's a doorbell, she'll.
Yeah, it'll be a second, but I'll let you in.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, describe your haven to us.
It is very cleanly put together. It's very nice. I mean, I don't really spend too much time here. Very like visually conscious. Probably a surprising number of like Disney figurines, though. He has a guilty pleasure.
She will have initially tried not to look at anything in the apartment. However, if there's a bunch of Disney figurines...
the Disney things, not just figurines, but like...
Yeah, no, but like Disney-related paraphernalia.
Tell me you have the Mickey Mouse clock with the gloved hands that point.
She is absolutely going to like fully stop and look over at them.
I'll probably just sigh.
It's like when you go to your girlfriend's house and you find out she's like really into unicorns.
Oh, I didn't know this side of you.
Yeah, and then like once it's done, like once she's seen everything, she'll just turn
like
and
parsed that he has a weird fascination with Disney movies.
She will make no emotion that describes how she feels about it. She will just look like dead on at them, and then when she's done, she'll go back to you.
Out of character, did I in character tell you what was on that video that Rose may or may not have?
I think you did. It was yeah. You totally did. And then she thought it was a Nosferatu that dressed up instead of
Right.
Yeah.
So, what is the plan then?
Well, and then
Exactly
also so I assume you have a copy of the original, yeah?
yes, I have access to it.
Okay,
Most
can you
places.
just change you to Rose?
What?
Instead of it looking like you're obviously framing this man, can you make it look like Rose is obviously framing this man?
Wait, you saw that video?
Yeah, I did. It'd fuck with the Camarilla.
It would. My primary concern is the video that Rose has, but
Nah, who gives a shit? I mean, if we have enough footage that basically argues with each other, then I mean, this case is gonna get thrown out.
I suppose you are the lawyer.
Now, if you're in the room, can you change what people see?
You do understand what clan I am, yes? Lily, they told you that, yes?
Yeah.
You are very young, aren't you?
So is that like a yes or?
That's a yes.
Okay, so then I don't see a problem here.
And
Or if you can just make it look obviously photoshopped.
And I would, just as a side note, appreciate it if you did not share that information.
Oh, absolutely. I would not dream of it.
Then what exactly do you want on the video? Is there any specific feature you would like?
No, as long as Rose is guilty, I don't give a shit.
All right, then I will go and it'll take me a second because I didn't really bookmark the video of me fucking around with
Yeah, of course.
It'll take me a second.
You wouldn't
and I'm
have
like,
that saved.
Yeah, that's weird. No, but I'll eventually pull it up and I will start studying it and getting ready to copy it illusionarily.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Do you mind if I watch?
You're copying.
Or is that personal? I'll be honest, I'm very curious.
I don't mind. You already know what clan I am. That's the important thing.
I'm sorry, what are you copying, Illusionary?
Okay, so what the lawyer is asking me to copy is the video...
lawyer has a name.
Is the video where I have Malione in a chair, unconscious, setting him up to frame him. I haven't, actually done anything, but I'm copying that, but I am going to reproduce that video with Rose in its place.
Okay. Rose sitting in the chair, or Rose?
Rose being the one doing it.
Okay. All right. Sorry, I just needed to clarify that. So yeah, if you need to do any rolls for the illusionary effect, go for it.
I don't.
So why is your clan
I just need to spend blood and willpower.
Okay.
Keep focusing. If I have to stop, then it just goes away. But there's not really a roll for it.
Yeah. Okay. So you're pretty much setting up the scene in action, and I believe Jasmine had a question for you.
So what do you ask?
Yeah. Sorry. So why is your clan so personal?
I suppose it wouldn't hurt to answer. A lot of clans don't trust us.
Because you're tricksy?
That is exactly what it is. We are very tricksy. And there is the connotation of criminal nature, which, to be fair, is entirely true in my case, but that does not mean that it is universally true. And do you know the racial connotations of the Romani people? The Gypsies?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
they are the primary members of my clan.
Yeah, I could see how that's...
Whatever racism against the Romani people is also the racism against, clanism against the Ravnos.
Yeah, well, shit, that seems... I could see why maybe keeping that hidden would be ideal. It seems strange that they wouldn't trust you when you're in a gang because of your clan. That seems a little redundant.
I suppose you're right. Partially, though, I don't like people knowing how I do this, but at this point, you and, I suppose, Izzy also know, so nothing I can do. As long as I eviscerate that bitch.
Sure. Hey, how exactly do you want to go about that? Because, I mean, we do have that file that's got all of the...
So, incidentally, while we're doing this, I'm actually setting up the scenario, and I'll just open the door to the back bedroom, which is basically an empty bedroom with a camera in the corner, like up above the door. And suddenly, the room turns into my office, and exactly what, like, you saw in the video happens in front of your eyes. Probably silent, but and Rose very clearly injects heroin into this dude's arm.
Yeah, it's a very bizarre sight. 1 minute you are standing in Otto's room, and
well, I mean, so we're not in the room because I cannot remove visuals. I can only add them. That is why that's why the room is completely barren. But, like, you're standing in one room, and suddenly the next room over just turns into a completely different room.
Yeah, very bizarre.
Okay, yep, she is going to shut up mid-sentence, but, like, otherwise just, like, just completely neutral face. Hey, this is pretty neat.
I thought so, too, when I found out I could do it. So yes, in regards to Lilith, I don't know. I am not very good at things like that.
Okay,
I'm
two
good
things.
At gathering information and computers. That's what I'm good at, and making fake images.
First, you're kind of a cocky shit, aren't you?
Why wouldn't I be?
Like, I just want to get that. Like, I just.
Why would I not be?
No. I am okay with it. I just want to make sure that we're all clear. Second, I mean, we have that file of Lilith working with the Camarilla. We can hand it over to McNeil. I'm sure he'll take care of it. We already saw him kill some folks over being involved with the Camarilla.
I suppose that would be effective if somewhat unsatisfying, but...
Okay, so what would satisfy you?
You
want to see your head on a pike or some shit?
Well, I doubt that would happen because I'm fairly certain she's old enough she would turn to dust. But yes, that is very much what I want to see. She betrayed my trust. I don't care about her selling out the Anarchs to the Camarilla. Whatever, that's her deal. But she told me she would never share my clan. That is what I am angry about.
Okay,
she broke my trust.
So then we kill her. We gave the file to McNeil, and then you can recreate an image of her head on a pike, and then you're happy.
Yeah, and as you two are kind of going back and forth talking about Lilith as a mere coincidence or speak of the devil almost, Otto, you do receive a text, and it says, it's from Lilith, and it says, a letter came in from you. Are you going to be in work today?
I feel like I'm gonna immediately just turn super angry, and it's gonna take me a minute to calm down before I can even think of responding.
Yeah, she's gonna try and take a look at that text.
I'm probably not making an effort to hide it.
Yeah.
After a little bit, I'll be like, I will probably write the text 5 or 6 times and then eventually send something along the lines of, yes, of course.
Yeah, and she'll give another text any word about Jin.
Well, shit.
So
The bitch is asking about Jin. Can't very well tell the truth now, can I?
I don't know what exactly is the truth that he knows,
That he
and
knows that she's a traitorous bitch and that she came to save me from the Camarilla. Because then... I don't actually know what to respond.
okay, well, say that you heard him visiting someone. You heard about him visiting someone, and that's all you know.
She will freak out about that and ask why I haven't followed up on it.
Okay, and say that you are.
I suppose that makes sense. And I will send a text. That's why I'm not at work right now, following up on a lead.
Yeah, and it takes a couple of minutes. It's kind of the still air in the room, and eventually your phone does go off, and it says, "Good, report back here before the night is over."
Yes, of course.
Okay, so you killing her tonight, or like what exactly is the?
Unfortunately, I do not exactly have the skill to kill anyone. That's not one of my areas of expertise.
Okay, so you can like make tricks. Am I allowed to know if there's anything else, or
That's
you want to
basically
keep
what
that?
I've got. Really good with
Okay.
computers. Really good with falsifying things.
Okay, well,
Decent
I'm
at lying.
I'm
Well, I
I'm
probably wouldn't say
fast.
that.
I can probably punch her before she punches me, but I'm not
So,
sure that that's exactly.
Do I know what disciplines, or have I seen her use any of her disciplines?
Nope, you have not.
Rev. Lilith.
Lilith's
Oh,
disciplines. Trying to think actually.
There would be celerity, potence, and auspex. I just don't know if she's used any of those to any degree.
Yeah, you would probably have seen her use Auspex from time to time,
Right.
especially when there's like a kindred client. But other than that, no.
So no presence. That's the one I'm kind of scared of out of character.
Yeah, pretty much, because all the muscle that was needing to be done was done by Jin. She never really got her hands dirty, so.
Okay, then I will respond. I suppose my concern. So you don't apparently know much about the clans. She is a
No.
Toreador.
Oh, okay.
She is a Toreador. One of the things of which they are capable is swaying people to their cause, and I've never seen her do it personally, but she still could do it. This is a discipline. This is a, I guess, magical effect where she will. They can play with your emotions. I'm not sure if she can do it, and that is one of my concerns. They also can be very fast and read emotions and minds, and I know she can read emotions at the very least.
Okay.
Just figured I would.
You'd help me out there
advise.
with that sort of information. I mean, really, best case scenario, if you want to carry this out personally, is like, I mean, no offense to Izzy, but she is a weak shit. So like maybe
So,
Sydney.
I want to carry this out personally, but as I said, alerting McNeil to the problem is a very good decision. I just don't like it. But it is probably the best way to go about it. Just means that I will mope about it.
Okay, well, I mean, she didn't necessarily betray me so much as.
Oh yeah, no. All I am saying is that while you're right, it doesn't mean I'm happy about it.
Okay. I mean, will an image of her head on a pike do it for you then, or
It would probably help.
you want me to find your ashes for you or something like that?
I suppose first thing I should do is find Jin. Does he have a phone, like, or has he not picked up his phone since You know, he's been texting me, hasn't he, Rev?
The phone that you had his number on previously, he doesn't have that phone anymore.
Okay.
But he did give you a phone number that he has been using, because he is staying at that hotel in Little Tokyo
Okay.
with Cell.
Okay, then I'm actually going to text him and say, Lilith is asking after you. I said I had a lead. What should I do? She wants me to report by the end of the night.
Yeah. Again, couple minutes pass, whether or not he's busy or just thinking about the answer. You know, it's that still there,
Yeah.
the anticipation of waiting for a text message. And he replies, "Tell her what you know."
Everything?
Tell her you know where I am.
And I'll respond, give her the address?
And he'll give like a thumbs up emoji.
I cannot get used to these emojis.
I'm sorry. Jasmine will actually burst out laughing if you say that out loud.
I do say that out loud.
Yeah, no. She just starts fucking laughing.
I'm kind of surprised that Jen is used to them. He seems like a 17th century.
Just kiss already, you two! I'm just kidding.
Ew, that's gross.
All right, so
then,
do you mind if I have a couple of questions before I leave?
I suppose it wouldn't hurt. I've already told you all of my deepest, darkest, well, not all of them, but you'll get the idea.
Yeah, so if you're supposed to go back to the web tonight, are you sure that she doesn't already know that you up and escape from the kidnap wherever that she led you into? Because that seems like a priority for
I am fully aware
me.
that is a concern.
Okay, would you like some help getting back to the web?
It probably wouldn't hurt.
Okay.
I very much had that thought when as I was waiting for Jen's text, that I was concerned she perhaps lied about the letter and just wanted to find me.
Okay. So if that's the case, I like to go in with the plan. I know that.
Oh, this is very wise.
Yeah. So maybe like you pull some tricksy shit. I don't mean to be offensive if that's offensive, but like you just pull some shit. Maybe give me an opening for like a distraction.
I don't really know what. I don't usually use my illusions on her, but she does know I can do them, so I'm not sure what would be visceral enough for her to react without thinking.
Okay, what about yourself walking in the door?
As I said, she can read emotions.
Oh, shit.
That is a visual thing. I did not mention that. If I am not there, and she happens to be doing that, she will not see my aura, which is how it manifests, apparently. I wouldn't know. If she does not see an aura, and she should, that would be very suspicious.
All right. What about like a fire? Did we still get afraid of fires if it's not real? I don't exactly know how that works for you.
Yes. If someone does not know that it's an illusion, they will be, kindred would be. Again, the problem is, the moment you know that it is an illusion, it becomes muted. And I don't know if she is calling me here expecting me to be against her, she will be expecting illusions. That is my concern.
All right. What if I walk in I just walk in, no illusion? Do you know how to shoot a gun? Like, what exactly is your skill set
I am not a
here?
killer. I am not an aggressive person. I tend to get other people to do this work for me. That is what Jen did so often. However, we could skip the distraction and simply have you run in if things get messy. You say you're fast.
Yeah, I'll try my best. I don't want to die as much as you probably don't.
Well, I mean, you already have, but
Ha! So funny.
I thought so.
That joke was worthy of Izzy. That's how bad it was.
Anyways, as you two are kind of talking back and forth, if you guys want to take a break here,
I feel like that's basically it.
Yeah, I think that's about it.
Like, basically, we're just gonna go in, and I'm gonna hope, and then I'm gonna alert her if I need her to come save my sorry, wimpy little ass.
Like, out of character, we can just work that out on the way or, like, out the door, because I have no idea how he's gonna alert her.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we can take a little break here. Anyone needs to step off can do so. And in the meantime, for the chat, if anyone has questions for the players or for their characters, just go ahead and put them in the chat and we will answer them. It's kind of an informal ask me anything little break time. Let's get some different music.
Graham, I would get that false resonance, but I only had so many character points to make auto, and we haven't gotten any experience, so I can't get that false resonance, boy. Oh, hi, the potate. I'm not a killer, except on the dance floor.
I have a question for Otto, but I totally understand if you don't want to answer it. Like, you know, we're all good about not metagaming, but out of curiosity, what is Otto's vice as a Ravnos?
It is blackmail.
Nice.
It is very specifically, he likes using information and threats to get people to do his bidding. That is his whole deal. That is why he doesn't care about the Camarilla or the Anarchs. He just cares that he keeps getting to do the thing that he's done since day one.
Nice.
The reason, and there's like, you can get a vice for various reasons. The reason was when he was in the concentration camp in Germany, he got his hands on some photographs of the officer of the camp doing naughty things with prisoner boys, and was planning on doing something with them, and then he got embraced and didn't need to do anything with them.
Yay, Gibbs Cam. That's awesome, though. That's better than a lot of people just go with something simple like, stealing.
Oh, see, that was like, I didn't want stealing or lying or and I don't remember what Graham suggested, but it was like, that wasn't it, but I was like, oh, there we go. That was the change in mindset that I needed to come up with something like blackmail.
That's nice. I like that.
And say, as Otto, no matter what I talk about, it sounds like I'm talking about slow sex.
Kind of does.
What music makes Otto act very un-German-like on the dance floor? He has, over the course of working at the Widow's Web, he has kind of started to appreciate like the music that they play at the Widow's Web, which I kind of picture as being electronica, but that might not be the case. But
It's
whatever,
like industrial electronica. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So that he has started to appreciate that, though he is still very much a classical music guy. His only like weird kind of out of character guilty pleasure is Disney movies.
Did you just come up with that on the spot, or was
No, that was
something-
actually that is a character trait that he has had almost since day one.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
I
was
wanted him to have a weird, totally out of character guilty pleasure.
That's what I was saying. Like, it's like going to like your significant other's house. You're like, wow, you're really into dolphins. You're really into unicorns. Wow.
Like,
Okay.
I hadn't officially decided on it being Disney movies until it came up. Like, that was kind of like my backup plan. but then it came up, so I'm like, yep, guess it's Disney movies.
I'm just imagining Otto with little pictures of him at Disneyland taking pictures with like the mascots. Like,
and see, I'm just imagining this guy like working on his computer, editing some awful, nasty image or video, and watching like Lilo and Stitch.
right? And then if like someone touches your figurines, you're like, don't touch that.
That is a collectible. They only make 700 of them.
That's
I will-
adorable as fuck.
I will blackmail
Just
you
say-
to hell.
Do not touch my figurines. I will blackmail you to hell.
They only made a limited run of those in 1994. They are very exclusive, and it was very expensive. Do not touch it. Put it down now.
As soon as Izzy learns that those exist, she's stealing one. She'll give it back.
Yeah, but see,
Stealing it first.
you would have to get into my apartment, which has cameras. Lots of
Yeah.
them.
Oh yeah, she wouldn't care. This
So
is
what if-
not a malicious attempt. This is a look what I did.
So
What
you
if-
give it back when I said, "You bitch, give me my,
I would make you jump through some hoops, but yes.
give me my fucking Stitch."
Yeah, I would give it
figurine."
back. Yeah, no, totally, and it would be undamaged and fine. Yes.
What if someone blackmails Otto with that information? Like, wait, I got something really embarrassing about Otto if you let me live.
I
Like,
don't actually think that he's ashamed of it. He
yeah,
just doesn't really share it. Like I don't think
It's like-
that he's
it's
gonna
like
freak
trying-
out if someone.
it's like trying to embarrass, like someone who just really loves everything. You just fucking can't do it. Like,
Oh no! But see, I feel like Otto has had people try to blackmail him in the past, and he's like, "Oh, darling, you don't have any idea what you're doing. I will destroy you and everything you stand for." Because I know this because Hope, out of character, said she was possibly going to try and blackmail Otto, and I was like, "Oh hell no, this is not going to happen. I will turn it around on you, and I will make you regret you ever thought of this." But Camarilla things change things. No, not the
Camarilla
mint
things.
condition 1967 Disney Castle Snow Globe. Where is it?
I'm so glad you said
like-
that out loud.
I like to think that he does inventory like pretty regularly. Like even though he knows no one got in his apartment, he still just sits there and is like, "One, all right, this is here."
like borderline.
I don't
OCD.
think he's like taking inventory so much as like every once in a while he just wants to appreciate his collection. Where the hell is the snow globe?
You guys funny.
That is a little
I need
interesting.
to know what he's saying in reality now.
No,
It makes me
right?
uncomfortable.
That's the best lip reading gif ever.
I need to know what he's saying. It makes me uncomfortable.
That's beautiful.
Anyways,
It
we
brings
ready,
a tear to
bros?
my eye. Wait, no. I think she went to go get a drink.
I feel like I've seen the movie so many times. I was trying to remember what line it is, and I'm doing lip reading, but like all I see is "work beyond this shit."
R.I.P. Alan Rickman. You were a cool dude.
2016, man.
Hey, but 2017 though, still fucking bad.
Yeah. It's like that meme, where it's like, oh man, 2016 can't get any worse, and then it's like 2017, hold my beer.
It was a good comic one where like 2015 was standing there all like bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, like can't wait to see what happens next year, and then like 2016 standing there all like battle-worn with like scars and like his shield on his side is like kid, you don't want to know. And then 2017 is next to him, even bigger and like more scars, just a hand on his shoulder.
You really don't want to know.
Also, Hugh Hefner died, man.
Yeah.
91.
That
So legit,
seems, seems like he had a good life.
Yeah. So legit, I have no idea how I'm going to get Izzy out of this one. I really don't want to take this file to the Gambrilla, like, at all. Do not want to.
That's my job, to make you in uncomfortable situations.
Yeah, no, really don't. And I don't particularly...
And
Obviously,
if I have
they're,
to
like,
play...
actually watching me, so I can't, like, get on the phone with anyone that they're not within direct eyesight of. So I don't know what to do.
And if I have to play the creepy rapist, I'll just play the creepy rapist.
Yeah, man, that had to be really uncomfortable. Kudos to you.
It was kind of like... I was like, oh god, can't break out of
God.
character.
Yeah, I can't be like, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Incidentally, part of the reason, just because it's relevant, part of the reason why he's into Disney movies is because Snow White came out around the time that he was embraced. It was a new movie when he was embraced and got to America.
Ah, nice.
I like that.
Alright.
That was in the 30s, right?
1938.
Yeah.
I love
That's
the
pretty
shit.
solid character development. Like something that would be like, oh, it's not death and torture, and everyone loves it, and this is fun. Yay.
God damn it, I wish I could sing and have deers dance around in my living room.
I wish I was a gangrel. It would work so
I want
well.
to dress up in my princess dress and talk to deer.
Oh, all you
Yeah,
gotta do is all you gotta do is befriend Sydney, and she'll do it for you. She'll send them all around.
Or
Oh
or
my
all you have
God.
to do is just watch your own illusions. Just like make an illusion. Just have
Yeah,
your
but,
own
like,
Disney movie play
have-
in your room.
And I don't think it's even crossed his mind, realistically speaking. But if he saw Sydney doing that, he'd be like,
Can you do that for me?
That's adorable.
Anywho, let's
"Onward, let's move and do this
Yeah.
thing."
Izzy will play the evil
Yep.
queen. She'll be happy.
So jumping back to Izzy, who is the
Yeah.
evil queen. You do have
Ah!
this folder. You have been kind of receiving these not threatening texts, but these text messages. And you're on your way to Boris.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, as you take the taxi, get to the nearest manhole or however it is you want to travel, you do eventually reach the.
I mean, I love a
Nosferatu.
good manhole.
Go.
Hey up. Anyways, you reach the Nosferatu network. You go to like the common area. You do notice that Destiny is still not at her computers.
Shit.
And it's still quiet without the clacking of keys and stuff like that. So
With Destiny not there, Izzy is actually visibly angry for about like 3 solid seconds, which is a lot for her. Usually she kind of, even when she's mad, is always making jokes or some shit. But she actually like turns and like kicks a table. And then like goes down the hall.
roll a soak. No, I'm kidding.
Shut up.
Um,
Vampire, half soak, done. Alright, it was nothing.
all right. So you're just gonna go to Boris's little office that he has. Yeah. Okay. So you make your way across the room, reach the front of the door of Boris. Are you just gonna open it, knock on it, listen in?
Oh, no, I'm not knocking on it or listening. I'm just gonna walk the fuck inside.
Okay. And he will look up, quite annoyed at you. He's like, "The fuck you on? You done with the job?"
Where's Destiny?
She's busy. She's working with a client.
Lockout. Where's Destiny?
Go ahead, do me a charisma empathy.
Sure. Hey!
Or if you want to intimidate him.
Oh, shit! Oh, no, that's fine. I don't have an intimidate. I should have put that as an intimidate.
Yeah, sorry about that. I just realized that. Okay. So
Can
he
it be
kind of...
effectively the same thing?
Yeah, go ahead. What are you going to say?
Like hell, come on. This is ridiculous. Somebody's gone from the pack rats and you're just fine with this. What kind of shit leader are you?
With that, he will stand up, very annoyed again, borderline angry. You do see kind of like his round body, and he will say, "Listen, she's with a client right now. She's doing some computer work for them. You got a problem with that? You can take it up to me. Now, she is safe."
I am taking it up with you right now. That's what this is. I did my job. I want her back. I want to at least see her, make sure she's okay.
He'll stagger back for a minute. He's like, "God fucking damn it." And he'll be, "Fine, you want to see her? Fine. Here's the address." And he'll scribble the address on like a piece of paper and just kind of like throw it, like it lands on the dirty sewer floor.
Good. She freaks down, picks it up, and goes, "And here's his." And she puts it down in the same spot and turns around and leaves.
Yeah, and as you turn around and leave, he'll say, "Hey, Izzy, you got moxie, but if you ever fucking talk to me that way again, I'll rip your fucking head off, you understand?"
Yes, mate. I got you, mate.
Good. Now go see your girlfriend.
Hi.
All right. So yeah, you get an address. It is an address for northern Los Angeles again, kind of back to where you were. Or no, you were in central. Sorry. Oh yeah. So northern Los Angeles seems to be at a resident house. Actually, it's not like a business or office building or anything like that. So
I am actually going to call Jake.
okay. Yeah. So a couple dial tones go and says, "Yeah, Jake."
Hey, it's Izzy. What are you doing right now?
Hey Izzy, yeah. I'm in San Diego right now, finishing up a shipment.
Okay. Shit.
Yeah, we're about to wrap up here. What's up?
Well, when you're done, give me a ring, alright?
Is everything all right?
Maybe, probably not.
And you kind of hear him, like you hear like the hand over the phone and some muffled talking, and it's a couple moments later. He says, "Hey, talk to me. What's up?"
So I'm pretty sure basically Boris is selling us out to the Camarilla. Like, I mean, sure, opportune, whatever. I ain't got no beef with that. I got beef that he's basically letting them keep Destiny.
I mean, you sure she's not just on a job? You sure it's kidnapped?
He keeps saying that. And, see, I keep trying to call her, and she's not answering, and a bunch of other shit. It's just not really adding up, and yeah, she's on a job, air quotes, I have to say, because it's a phone and you can't see me do air quotes. She says all of that out loud, by the way.
Yeah, and he'll kind of give a short like, yeah. Listen, I'm almost done here. Shit. I won't probably be there till later in the night, but if you want to wait, I can help you out, but
yeah, you owe me one. Come on.
yeah. All right. Just let me wrap up here and
Yep, nope. Finish up first. That's fine.
yeah. And he says, don't do anything hasty. Don't do anything rash.
Click.
All right. So with that, Izzy, what would you like to do in the meantime? Are you gonna?
I am going to call Otto in case shit goes weird.
All right, Otto, you receive a phone call.
Hello.
Hey.
Is it? What do I owe the pleasure?
Nothing too out of the ordinary. Hey, can I might not maybe
Jasmine, you're in the room too. Just saying.
I
If it's on speaker or if she can hear it, she is cackling.
I would not have it on speaker.
Yeah, if it's loud enough or whatever.
Hey, so I can't find my friend, and I've got an address, and I'm probably gonna go there, but I'm not sure how this is gonna go. So
Do you have
Yeah.
any idea what is at this address? Or are you going?
oh,
in
the
the
camera easily. Okay, see, so they hey, they've been they fucked with you earlier, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, so they fucked with me too. They put me on a job. I had to go steal something for him. And, I mean, I got paid, kind of, but it's not, I can't find my friend, and I have a feeling that they're pretty much just keeping
Okay.
it there.
Rev, question.
Yeah.
Do I at least know, if not necessarily the address of the house that I stayed at, the vague location of the house that I stayed at?
Do a wits streetwise.
Versus 6?
Yeah.
2.
Yeah, you would know the area. It's the house that you were staying at was in like the nicer part of northern LA.
Is this address in northern LA?
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. How'd you know?
How long has she been missing?
Good day or two. About a day, actually, yeah.
And so I would have, and this is me asking Rev to confirm, I would have been there during an overlap.
What do you mean by overlap? Sorry.
Like in theory, I would have been at that house while Destiny was missing. Though obviously, she could have been in a car headed there when I was leaving. Like I don't.
No.
So
This is after you got out of the house.
Disappeared after I left.
Yes.
I believe I know the house.
Yeah, well, me boss says she's, quote, on a job. But she actually probably is, but it probably ain't a choice, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, dear Lord.
Yeah, so with that shit, there's just, it's not a shit.
So, Jazz?
But,
Yeah,
I'm gonna go find her. I don't know if I'm gonna have to be doing any actual fighting or if I can just kind of walk in.
I would
there.
hope you don't.
But,
Give me a moment, please. Jazz?
Yeah, what's up?
oh shit,
Yes?
is Rosie there?
Yes?
Oh, hi, Rosie.
She says hi. This is Izzy. She has a friend that she believes was taken by the Camarilla to the house that I was staying at the night before.
Well, that makes any joke I was preparing to make a little out of the right occasion.
Can I hear this?
You're not on speakerphone. She says she's sorry.
I doubt that, but I appreciate it. But yeah, I'm gonna go over there. But I got Jake coming, and I just felt like I needed to tell someone in case I didn't reappear again. Okay, bye, click.
Did they have cameras there?
Not that you saw.
Not that I saw. They don't. Oh, okay, well. Okay, so
Okay, this is what we do. Perfect idea. You hear me? Just hear me out, right? We take my blazer, cut it in half. We take like something, we cut holes into it. Then we're completely disguised. We just jump in, punch the fucks, and then get them out, right?
For a second there, I thought you meant your Chevy Blazer, and I was entirely confused.
All right, Izzy.
Why are we making masks?
I mean, I don't know. I thought it was appropriate. Is it not appropriate?
Anyways, as you guys are using your banter,
Yeah.
talking, Izzy, what are you going to be doing after the phone call?
Oh, I'm going to near the house. I am going to actually wait for Jake, but I'm going near the house and I'm going to try and scout out the place a little bit.
So you're going to wait for Jake at the house, like nearby?
Yes.
Okay. Again, you're going to have to take a taxi. God damn, you got all these Ubers.
Okay.
I know. It's going to start piling up.
No, oh, sorry.
Oh, it's okay. We'll get back to you guys in a second. So Izzy, as you're driving to the house,
I'm not going near enough to like really get danger of being caught. I want to wait for Jake to show up if no one else. But
yeah, of course. So you start getting into like Beverly Hills territory.
yeah.
You see a lot of the nicer houses as well as like the mansions that do reside there, and eventually you do reach in front, or unless you instruct the driver otherwise, you will reach the front of the house and he'll drop you off.
Okay.
And yeah, it's a very large property. It's well gated. There are security cameras in the front of where the gate is, just to see who's there. You see a little security booth, as well as the house in question of where Destiny may be. And it's an older building, but very, regal looking.
Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty much going to look around and see if they have like people posted outside or whatever have you.
Yeah, you see a security guard manning like the security booth to open the gate and ring people in. You see a little speaker box in front of the gate, as well as the security cameras that I mentioned earlier.
Okay.
And do you want to do anything else, or just kind of stake out the place?
I'm pretty much just staking it out for a minute until I get a ring back from Jake.
All right, sounds good. So let's jump back over. Did Jazz and Otto, you guys want to do anything, or did you want to?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Well, I definitely need to. I need to go get this letter, and I need to make sure that Lilith knows that I know apparently where Jin is, because that's what he's asking me to do. So I guess we do that now, and then go save Izzy from herself.
Do you think? I mean, do you think Lilith can wait? I don't know what kind of person she is, other than.
No, she is not very patient. That is not one of her virtues.
All right, and if you say that you got an emergency call, she's not going to be forgiving?
Not terribly. Which, to be fair, makes me somewhat glad that I'm not going to have to deal with her for much longer, but...
Okay, how about we ask Sid to maybe help with Izzy and her shit until we get there?
You know, it dawns on me. I don't actually know the address. She never told it to me, and I asked her if it was in North LA.
Oh my god. Oh,
She
okay.
said yes.
No. I said, is it North LA? And you said yes. I didn't ask for the address because...
You can always call me. You can.
I'm gonna
my
text you.
number.
I'm gonna text you and be like, what was the address, by the way?
She types it in and sends it to you.
Cool.
And then goes to Amateur.
Can you Google Maps it or something so we can figure it out if it's actually the place you've been to?
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have a hang of that, or is that like emojis for you? Because I can do it if you have a problem.
Just don't get the slang of the kids these days, as it were.
You know you died younger than me, right? Like, as long as we're clear.
Yes, but that was nearly 100 years ago.
All right, so you guys are going to...
So I think we're going to go by the Widow's Web, see if I can't quickly grab this.
Whoa, hold on. So she wanted to know if she should said Sydney.
Yeah.
If you agree, she's going to text her before they leave.
That sounds like a good plan. I don't know. Just let her know we don't know if Izzy is actually in any trouble, but she is going to a known Camarilla hideout.
Yeah, no. So she's going to text Izzy shat the bed emergency rescue at Camarilla hideout and then an address. Be there soon.
Yeah, and as you send that text message, we'll jump back to Sid,
I'm sure she's
who
fine.
is who is currently confronted with her sire at the moment.
Yeah.
And you do feel that I don't know if it's on vibrate or whatnot, but your phone goes off.
Yeah, no, I have it in my pocket and I have it on vibrate, so I'll feel that. But is Aiden still holding me?
No, he pushed you. Remember, you
Oh,
fell
that's
on
right.
your
Yeah,
ass.
yeah. I fell over, got myself up, brushed myself off, and Fang, myself, and Anthony are basically facing off with him.
So far, yes.
Okay.
And the last thing he said to you was, oh, you're sharing the bed with him now.
No, I
You're
snapped back at
hard
him.
on them.
I said, I've never been with anybody, including you.
Right. And so Aiden is very in a defensive posture, whether or not he's going to fight or not. And he says, so Sidioni, what would you like? Or, what do you want to do about this awkward dilemma we have?
I'm gonna look back and forth between Fang and Anthony to read their expressions.
Yeah, it's pretty easily readable. I won't even have you roll for it. Fang looks like he's out for blood. He very much wants to just kind of rips this guy's throat out. Anthony is very much calmer. He looks like he's surveilling the area out a bit to see what happens.
And my owl buddy didn't see anything strange, so it does seem like he might actually be alone. Last
there's
time
no
I did this,
Nosferatu.
someone died.
I was gonna say there's no Nosferatu hiding in the corner.
Yeah. I'm gonna make a show looking between Fang and Anthony, who are both a bit intimidating, like, size and muscle-wise, and Aiden does know I'm no, spring chicken, or no, I'm no, weakling, and I'm just gonna smile at him and say, Aiden, unless you have some secrets hidden in these trees somewhere, I would recommend you leave before my friends and I here do something permanent with you.
And he'll kind of scoff in almost disbelief and says, you're just gonna let me walk away? And it's with that Fang actually uses his claws as well and says, he's like, well, we can give you a head start.
Yes, Aiden, don't think that this is over. I just need to, I want to find out more about what's going on. Ask questions first instead of killing an ass later.
And he'll smile with that and say, so you're trying to rid of me, yet you still need me.
Yes, and in fact, if you would like to come along and answer some questions, we could have a nice night of it. I'll get some drinks.
He'll smile at that and say, he'll actually raise his hands up in like a surrendering posture and say, listen here, Sid. I do not care about Camarilla or Enox. Just say one thing to me and I will help you.
And what is that, Aiden?
Say that you love me.
What do I need to roll?
To what?
To say it and make him think I'm not doing it just to make him come with me.
That would be
Punch him in
either
the weenie.
There's no harm in it, man. There's no pride lost in it.
I'd say either charisma, expression, or manipulation, empathy. Or actually, you are trying to lie to him, so it would actually be more subterfuge. So charisma, subterfuge, or manipulation, subterfuge.
Sweet. With 5 successes, Sidney is going to step a little closer to him again and fake a remorseful look and just kind of put one hand like on the side of his chest and be like, I'm sorry, Aiden, it's been so long, but of course you know I love you. We just need some time to talk. Right?
Yeah, and as you kind of step forward towards this guy, Fang looks to be like reacting as well, almost to like jump him. Did you want to stop him?
So I put like one hand on his chest, the other one I'll do a small hand signal like,
Yeah, and
Like, hold
he'll
up.
wait. He'll wait, but still very much in an aggressive pose. And sorry, can you explain that you just have a hand on his chest, right?
Yeah, just like my right hand over like the right side of his chest, like whatever like suit he's wearing, just like gently sit there and say the line I just said and follow up like, I have somewhere we can go and talk.
And he'll place his hand on top of yours, like over his chest, and say, that is all I've ever wanted to hear. So.
Ugh.
And yeah, he seems to be cooperating so far.
Right, so I will hook my arm through his, like around his elbow, and turn around and put up a hand towards Fang and Anthony and say, listen, we do have a lot to talk about, but if we could, and I'll specifically to Fang, if we could go back to the place Lilith is letting us stay at for now.
Fang will give you like the look, and he'll respond with, "Are you sure about this?"
Yes, Fang, I was a little hasty earlier. I would really like to speak to my sire. It's been a very long time.
And Fang will nod. He'll retract his claws and give a more relaxed, posture. However, still very defensive. And he'll say, "Yeah, we'll go back to the place. Anthony, you okay to go back to your people?" And Anthony will kind of give a nod and say, "Yeah, I'll meet up with them, tell them what's happening, and we'll meet up later." And they give each other handshakes and that respectful glance to one another of, brethren in arms that they have a long history together. And so they part ways, and Fang will look at you and say, "Well, the carriage won't wait forever."
Of course, let's get going.
And Aiden will kind of give that cocky look towards Fang, like I won her over kind of look, like haha, look at me, that sort of deal. And yeah, you two make it towards a taxi or car and make your way back to the apartment.
This guy has an official derangement, right?
He's very delusional, yes.
Alright, so we get back to the car and we head back to the apartment that Lilith is letting the Warhounds, the last of them, stay at. And how does he act in the car?
He's definitely gonna be, placing a hand on top of your thigh, and definitely just stare at you very creepily, as if like studying every shape and curve of your face and body.
Yep, so I'm gonna keep my performance up of, I'm not reciprocating as much as just kind of letting it happen and acting like I really do want to talk to him. During the car ride, at least, if no other questions, I'm just gonna ask him, how did you get involved with this camarada group that is trying to move in here?
Well, once you left me in Europe, I looked everywhere. I scoured the Ireland, Italy, France, even as far as Russia for you. Yet I could not find any trace of you. There was no record, and that's when a acquaintance of mine told me there was some involvement in the States. So I decided to go to New York, and that's where I met with Isaac.
You
I
met Isaac in New York.
Yes, I figured if there was any chance of finding you again, the Camarilla would be the one with the resources to do it.
Clever.
I thought so too.
Well, it is, like you said, Aiden, I've always been a free spirit. I just needed to wander a new world and get to know myself.
Of course, you take after me after all.
Of course, you're my sire.
Yeah, and Fang will look very uncomfortable. He's sitting in the front seat, and you can see him with the flap down with like a mirror, kind of keeping an eye on you too. Yeah. Keeping an eye on you two in a protective way, not like a jealous way.
Yeah, no, I understand our relationship. I'll maybe do a little more small talk. I'm gonna wait on any more heavy questions till we get back to the apartment. So I'll just like ask him how he's enjoying the States and just random stuff like that.
Yeah, and he'll actually ask you, so how did you find yourself with these mongrels?
Aiden, this is Fang. He is a close friend and guardian of sorts. Think of him as like an older brother or an uncle. That's all it's ever been between us. Nothing else, I promise. Right, Fang?
He doesn't really give a response to that.
Strong
Yeah.
silent type. He is also gangrel, so I would appreciate, since he is my friend, if you treat him a little bit better.
Yes, of course. I guess he is a bit touchy after the, how we say, unfortunate accident of your friend.
But yes, no, sounds the same as you did. I came to the States, I went to New York, of course, that's the first place anyone stops. Went south, and I'm just gonna like ramble like a couple different things I did. Finally, we made my way out to the west coast, and I met Fang and his associates. We get along well. I'm not here for long. I travel still, and just still kind of like ramble a bit.
Yeah, and he'll make another jab towards clearly trying to agitate Fang and say, yes, I just thought you would make better companies than a blue-haired girl and a cowboy, really.
Aiden, please.
Go ahead and actually roll me a self-control.
Yeah, good point. Three, but I am still not happy.
Yeah, you keep your composure. So, yeah, you make your way to the apartment. You guys lead up to the way and say, he says, my, this is much nicer than that Ravnos you've been hanging out around with.
You've been to his apartment?
Sorry, say that again?
You don't know.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, I don't think I do know of these. So, I will actually say instead, I don't know any Ravnos.
Right, the gypsy is quite alluring, I'm sure. Otto, the German who works with the streetwalkers. I'd keep an eye out for him. I should have killed him when I had the chance, but,
I'll show a genuine moment of a little surprise, because Sid kind of assumed he was probably Toreador. So she'll just be like, I was not aware of his clan. But yes, so you've been to his apartment?
Yes, my lesser half and I picked him up and brought him to our hideout to meet the prince. However, the fucking rats ran off before we could properly have our moment together.
Yes. Well, let's go inside. I'm sure Fang would like to freshen up. We can sit and speak.
Okay. And we'll jump back to Otto. Oh, wait, Jasmine's gone.
Did you actually get the text?
Oh, yeah, you did get a text message.
I know I have one, but I'm waiting for a more appropriate moment to take a quick look. I was gonna wait until he sits down. I'm assuming he's gonna look around the room and pick it apart, and that's when I'm gonna take a quick look.
Yeah, he definitely.
Alright, so we walk in the apartment. If he's the second he takes a quick glance away, I'm gonna pull up my phone and see it, and just very, very under my breath, shit.
Yeah, and Aiden will turn around. Is something the matter?
No, just and I'm still holding my phone. So I have a girlfriend in the city. It's a ghoul. she's very high maintenance. She's asking me to go get coffee and talk about some boy.
Go ahead and roll me another subterfuge. Yep, and he'll say, I never thought of you as the ghouling type.
No, not mine. Just a girl I've met while I was here. I felt a bit bad for her. I am soft-hearted.
And he'll give that creepy smile towards you. And he'll look around the room. He actually doesn't even really wait for permission. He'll go into each one of the rooms, look at Fang's room and look at Jewel's room, and he'll actually sit on Jewel's bed and look around. Say, so this is the girl who, well, she died quite, how you say, undignifying.
I don't have intimidation, but I'm going to speak with some fervor, my arms crossed and looking away. Say, Aiden, please, this girl was important to me. If we could speak elsewhere, I would appreciate it.
Go ahead and do an expression.
Okay, I don't have expression either.
Yeah.
I got
appearance expression.
Yeah, I only have subterfuge and empathy.
So it'd be difficulty 7.
Okay. With what?
Appearance.
Appearance, okay. Hey, too.
Yeah, you keep composure pretty well. And he says, okay, we will talk someone else. And
so,
with that...
The second he says that, I'm just going to walk into the living room and sit down on any couch surface, whatever.
Yeah, and we'll leave that discussion for a little later. Otto and Yasmin. You guys are making your way to the Widow's Web. It's actually fairly close to Otto's apartment, about a couple blocks away, so you can either choose to walk or drive there.
She'll follow his lead.
I think I think we should. I believe we should probably drive there, because if we're going to do this quickly and head out to save Izzy,
we should walk back to your apartment to pick up our cars.
Not have to walk back.
Yeah. So she'll just drive over and find parking.
Okay. And I'll just ride with you, because no point
Yeah.
in taking 2 cars.
Right? It's a nice car and pretty clean. I mean, there's like a briefcase in the back.
Okay. So you guys make it to the Widow's Web. It's not as crowded because it is a Wednesday. There are some patrons.
These are the regulars.
Yeah, definitely the regulars. Or like the working folk that want to just get out for the night, that work weekends, stuff like that. But it is not crowded at all. The line is fairly short, if there is a line. And you don't see Daryl manning the door as he normally does. You
Right.
see a different bodyguard. You know him by the name of Andrew.
Wasn't Andrew the one that got killed?
That's Andrew S. This is Andrew M.
Okay.
And I think his name was Anthony. I don't know. Red shirt number 1. This
That's
is red shirt number 2 standing
Which
at the
is
door.
weird because he's wearing a blue shirt, but you know, it's his
It's really
choice.
weird. So he sees you and says, "Hey, Otto,
How's it going, Andrew?
you know, slow night. I think
Just,
think Lilith was looking for you though."
Yes, she texted me. I'm actually about to go see her now. Thank you, though.
Yeah, you know. And she coming with you? And
Oh,
he'll
yes,
look at
yes.
Jasmine.
She'll just give a head nod in her pantsuit.
You know how to pick him, Otto. Come on in.
Oh, I know I do. And we'll head through and go to the stairs. Okay, so kind of vague idea of the layout that leads to Lilith's office, because I do not want Jazzy to be visible from Lilith's office.
No, she'll hang
But
back.
Yeah,
Too far
so
away. Like,
I'll give a description of the Widow's Web. We haven't been there in a while. This used to be an old warehouse back in the day. However, that warehouse ran out of business. Lilith bought it and turned it into an industrial club. The ground floor, you see a large wooden dance floor as well as the stage for the DJ. To the left would be like the bar, and the back there would be the kitchen culinary area where the loading docks are, as well as the freezer and all the alcohol. There are 2 staircases. One staircase leading up where the dance floor is Lilith's office. You see on the second floor there's large tinted windows, like bay windows. It's just aligned with tinted windows so she can oversee the dance floor and the club. And the staircases to the left, closer to the bar, would be where your office is, as well as like a storage room and other things that may need, like the club would need.
all right, so there is a staircase that leads directly up to her office. And
Yeah, there would be like a small hallway, but yeah.
All right, so then I will have, I guess, Jazz wait at the base of the stairs for me. And just, I figure she'll know if if I need her to come running, and just like, that's what I'll tell her. Just, you'll know.
She'll grab his arm before he leaves. I won't. I don't know what you think I'll know. You gonna yell for me, or
Something like that. You will hear your name being called.
okay? Then she'll hang out by the stairs and dance like an idiot in a pantsuit by the stairs of a bar.
You are very, very out of place. Never been to an industrial club. Pantsuits are not the first thing you would
Yeah,
see.
no.
Or the second, or the
She
fifth.
would have. She
Yeah.
planned on wearing something else the next time she came. This was not under really.
Yeah, so you do dance, and people will kind of give you the like, what the heck is she wearing? Kind
And
of.
she'll wink and finger guns, man. She's gonna own it.
Yeah, and they'll ultimately just dance with you. They're like, "Hey, she's rocking it, cool." So Otto, you make your way up towards the staircase.
I will knock on the door or do whatever it is that Lilith usually expects. I'm not going to change the routine.
Yeah, you knock on the door and you hear a come in. And as you turn the doorknob and open, you feel something blocking the door. Like you have to give a hard push.
Should I come in?
And you hear, yes, come in already. What is it? What do you want?
I'll try and push the door open, I guess.
Okay. With a little bit of strength, you push open the door very slowly, and you actually see blood now trickling in a pool of blood below at your feet. And as you go into the room, you see Daryl, the bodyguard, laying dead on the floor. It seems that his literal throat has been ripped out, and something had smacked him at the back of the head.
I'll look at him, sigh, and say, "It will please you to know that I found Jin."
And you see Lilith's appearance. She is completely wired out of her mind. Her hair is frizzled and a mess. You see residue of cocaine on her desk. Her makeup is definitely not on point as it normally is and as expected of her. Not very Toreador-like. She seems to be on various amounts of opiates and maybe even methamphetamines. And she looks very wide-eyed and awake and says, "Jin, yeah. Where is he?"
He is at such and such hotel on such and such road.
And she'll say, she will look at you, very focused on you, and say, "He's not with you?"
No, he told me that he had a very important Camarilla-related business to which to attend, but told me to let you know what he was.
And she'll give and she'll actually go towards her desk and pull out a pistol and start waving it around and say, "I ask you to do one fucking thing, you fucking rat. You can't even
outside.
order." Yeah, okay. And she'll say, "Where the fuck do you think you're going?"
I'll be standing. Is there a window outside, that leads directly outside?
There's a short, those bathroom windows, lining the top, because it was a warehouse at a time, and just the tinted windows overlooking the dance
so
floor.
the super high ones that even if I was standing, you couldn't see?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I'm going to crouch and say, "Lilith, you're waving a gun.
And she'll look at her hand and be, "Oh, yes. Sorry, where are my manners?" And she'll slam the gun on the table very forcefully and say, Otto.
You told me to find Jin. You did not tell me to bring him to you. If you had, I would have done so."
And you see kind of an internal monologue conflict with her. And she starts to kind of mutter to herself and say, "Yeah, yes. Yes, yes, yeah. That would be nice." And go ahead.
Then I will see you soon.
Wait, Otto, darling. I'm sorry. It's just without Jin, I've been feeling lonely and I'm not myself.
Well, that is why I'm going to bring him to you.
Yes, yeah, come here. Come. I have a missive for you. And she'll plop down on her office chair. Yeah, she'll plop down on her office chair and pull out a letter from her desk and wave it, kind of here, take it.
I will go grab it.
Okay. Yeah, she yeah, I have already read it. It's from Chammy McNeil. He wants to meet with you, la-di-da-di-da, Camarilla, I don't care anymore.
Understood. I wish I had more information to give him.
Well,
But
if
right now, I think the important thing is that I get gin.
gin. Yes, yeah. Gin. Yes. But, and she looks like she's trying to say something. She had something on her mind, and it's quickly just being faded.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. How are you, Otto? We don't talk anymore.
It's only been a week. Once things get back to normal, I'm sure we will talk plenty.
You know, you're my favorite, Otto. Have I ever told you that?
Oh, you're very sweet.
And as you say, you're very sweet. She'll kind of stand up, trying to look as seductive as she possibly can, looking very ratchet. And she'll kind of walk up towards you and place her hand on your chest and play with. Are you wearing a tie at all?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, she will be playing with your tie and kind of tugging you closer to her. And she'll say, "You know, you don't have to get gin right away."
No, Lilith, you know I love you, but I think you're the words are not coming to me. I think
You're a ratchet ass hoe.
no, it's like basically you're inebriated and this is not okay, but she's not inebriated. I fear that your judgment might be lacking at the moment, and I don't want you to do something you will regret.
And with a painstakingly look on her face, she'll push you away pretty forcefully and say, "Go on. Go to your other hookers or whoever it is you tend to at night."
Question. Now, she was yelling a lot. I want to know if Jazz could have heard any of the yelling.
You can do a perception of like 8 because there is very loud music playing, but because
Yeah.
you're a vampire, I'll say 8.
One.
Okay, you think you hear some shouting, but it's really hard to tell over the music. And you're
Okay.
just so lost in the moment of dancing in your pantsuit. You're making so many friends.
Okay.
And I will head out.
Okay. And yeah, you do have to kind of shift over the body or squeeze through the door again.
Yeah, I'll squeeze through again.
There blood on his shoes?
There would be blood like on the soles.
I will probably go to the bathroom and wipe that off. There will probably be a trail of blood though leading to the bathroom, so you know that's problematic.
Yeah, you know, minor details. So yeah, go to the bathroom. There's probably some inebriated guest over there talking about bro stuff, and you quickly wipe the blood off your shoes, kind of clean them and polish them as much as you can.
And then you know what I probably would do? I would probably. I don't care about removing all the blood. I just want them to not be shaped like my footprints, traceably. So like I'll probably go and like smear those real quick.
Okay, that's
So
fine.
it's less identifiable as me and just maybe some bloody footprints, probably because of the gate.
Right. Yeah, that's fine. And Jasmine, you would notice that he is straight beeline to the bathroom.
And
And
then
you would-
him going back and smudging bloody footprints, right?
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, no, she is gonna wait until they get to the car to talk about that one.
All right.
All right. So that's where we'll end you two for the night. And yeah, Sid, you are currently in the living room
Mm-hmm.
with your sire.
All right. Okay, so I'm sitting, with Aiden. I'm assuming Fang, like, fucked off. Didn't want to be around him, but would probably be just within earshot.
You would be standing in the living room, cross-armed,
Okay.
kind of overlooking the situation.
Alright. So far out of Aiden, I did clarify, as far as I understand, if he's not lying, like, he only was dealing with the Camarilla, to find me. So sitting next to him, I'm just gonna, like, cock my head and be like, well, so you've, found me. What now?
I guess that depends on you, Sid.
Well, look, Aiden, the problem is that I've gotten to know these people in the city, the anarchs. I care very much for them, and these people that you were working with, seem to want to hurt them, kill them, if nothing else, at least overthrow their control of the territories, and I can't let that happen, so I certainly couldn't go anywhere until I can help them.
And he'll kind of scoff at that comment and say, "You're so emotional, Sid. That's why I was attracted to you, but who cares about these anarchs? They have no purpose in the kindred world. These Camarilla that you're dealing with, you don't realize who they really are."
I do care for them, Aiden, well, probably not as much as you care for me, but you understand what that means, right?
He'll give a thoughtful look and say, "Listen, Sid, once the Camarilla are gone, do you promise to leave with me?"
Yes, Aiden, I will. I need to see this through.
Fine. I will help you with whatever you need.
So you'll give us information, tell us who these people are?
Whatever you ask of me, Sid.
I'll put my hand on his knee.
And he'll give you the very caring look of a lover would.
I thank you very much, Aiden. Like I said, these people are important to me. I'm not afraid to leave them once everything's sorted, but I feel responsible and want to help.
Yes, well, once you finish your business here, we can leave.
Of course. Well, I believe it's getting a little late, close to morning.
No, it's like
Oh, is
11,
it?
12, yeah.
She still says that.
And he'll give you that very confused look and say, I suppose.
Oh, I'm sorry. Like after I look at a clock, it's been a long day helping all of my friends, seeing you again. You understand.
Yes, so do you have any questions for me, or are we both retiring to our quarters?
Well, what do you know about this Isaac?
He's a hotshot from New York. He was a sheriff at the time. He kept peace in New York very, very promptly, very professionally. And his friend from San Francisco, you may know him, the Prince of San Francisco,
Yes.
called him over to California to see if he could liberate Los Angeles. However, there were far and few followers to help him with this, so he called upon kindred that were blood hunted in the East Coast to help liberate Los Angeles.
So that would be the Nosferatu, that the other woman.
Yes, and one other you haven't met yet.
And who would that be?
Her name, well, she's a Nosferatu as well, but I can't divulge that information yet.
I'm going to put my hand in his and squeeze it gently and say, Aiden, you promised you would help me.
And he looks at your hand very thoughtfully, and he'll say, well, she goes by the name of Destiny here. However, she has a different name. Her name is, and he'll think, I actually don't know her name.
Oh, well, I have actually heard of this one before, I think. Thank you. That's very pertinent, important, useful information. One last thing, I don't mean to, and I'll just give his hand another little squeeze. Don't mean to just only talk about business, but so this Isaac, you said he came from the East Coast. He gathered some of these blood-hunted Nosferatu, or kindred in general, to try and take back the area for the Camarilla. Do you know how old Isaac is? How powerful? Do you think he has more people behind him, or is it just this small ragtag group?
It's this small ragtag group. He is very powerful. He has been a kindred of many years to his belt.
Alright, well, Aiden, can we speak again tomorrow night? I think I should maybe go see this human friend of mine to make sure she doesn't do something that would hurt herself. But I would like to speak with you more. I maybe think of more questions and what we can do next to finish all of this up so we can leave.
Of course. And he'll give you his phone number. You can call me anytime here.
Perfect. And when you talk to Isaac or anyone else, of course, Fang and I got away, or you haven't seen us, right?
Sid, I'm not suicidal. I'm not going to go against the prince's wishes.
Of course. And I will walk him out to the front door.
All right. And yeah, he'll give you that longing look of, seeing someone that he's been looking for, and he's finally reunited with them, and says, I'm glad we can find some common ground, Sid.
Of course, Aiden. I think I reacted so volatilyly earlier. I was just a surprise to see you. I thought you were working against me. I thought you were with these people who wanted us dead.
Well, I would have killed you if you didn't agree to come with me.
Completely understandable. But, and I'll, brush his cheek a little bit. I'll give you a call tomorrow night.
And I'll be waiting.
Alright, second the door closes and I can, hear him walking away, I am going to physically just feel look like I'm about to go throw up any blood I have in my system.
Yeah, and Fang will notice this behavior. You sure we could trust him?
I'm gonna shake my head and say, no, not really, but, he's shown that, in true disability, I think he's actually so obsessed. If he continues to believe me, we can work with him.
Well, I just hope you know what you're doing, Sid. Can't stand to lose another one of my kid.
I understand, Fang, but I think this might be our best course of action at this point, other than just another bloody fight. It's a little bit more espionage, yes?
He'll give a smile and say, oh yeah, one other thing. Randy gave me a text. He said, we got another meeting with Jeremy McNeil tomorrow.
All right. Earlier, later.
Same time, early in the night.
All right, good. I'll speak with him and then set up whatever I need to for Aiden. Then I'll take out my phone again and kind of wave it just as a reference. Like, it seems like the others, Easy, Jazzy, Otto, really need to meet with me. I'm going to give them a quick call and see if everything's all right. And I'll dial. Who was it that texted me? Jazzy?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll just call her number.
I assume she's able to answer. Yeah.
Yeah.
She'll-
You guys are outside the club going to the car, so.
Yep. Hey, Sydney?
Yes, Jazzy, is everything all right? That was quite a text.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're on our way to try and figure out exactly what kind of help Izzy needs. But if you can lend a hand, that would be pretty great, I think.
Of course. Where are you going?
I sent you the address. I guess, like, she has a friend who was kidnapped or something like that. I don't think Jazzy knows exactly who, right?
I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like I assume because
Otto probably can figure it out. It's not hard.
Yeah, but like
He
Jazzy.
only is friends with like 2 people.
yeah. No, what I will say it's
Yeah. She'll turn and she'll be like, yeah, I guess she has a friend. Did she?
another one of the pack rats. I'm assuming.
Probably like a pack rat or something. Needs help. I guess they're at like some Camarilla house where Otto was taken, so we're going there.
Yes, of course. I'll meet you there.
Thanks a lot. We'll see you there.
No problem. I'll hang up the phone. I'll just kind of quickly explain that to Fang.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Yeah.
You're fine.
Well, you just watch your back out there. Do you understand?
Of course. At least this time I'll be with at least 30 other kindred. I should be alright.
Well, can't trust everyone, Sid. Just realize that.
I think at this point you're the only one in this city that I actually trust.
He'll give a very, kind of bashful smile at that comment. Says, well, keep your head about you. And if you need anything, just give me a ring.
I will. I will see you soon, Fang, and I'll even check in if I end up having to crash somewhere else.
Sounds good. He's
But
like, he actually kind of stops you and says, yeah. And he'll go into his room real quick, and he actually pulls out a very well-kept, well-maintained 6-shooter revolver and says, this was a gift from my side to me, and well, if I ever had a child of my own, I would give this to them, but I want you to have it.
Sidney is very reverently going to take it, actually look it over and show, show interest in actually like looking it over and seeing, its quality and design and everything like that. And she's gonna go grab her jacket that has like actually like a holster in it and, very carefully slip it in there. And then she'll give Fang a quick but tight hug and just be like, I appreciate it, Fang.
I'll look at you with your healthy and productive relationship with your gang leader.
Everybody beat her up.
I only wish
Out of
my
pure jealousy.
She can't be one of the.
Oh my god! Can I say my emotional line?
No!
Shut up!
No!
Yes, go ahead, sorry.
I wish only my cider had been as much like you instead of the one I have to go see tomorrow night.
Well, she's a fickle one, and he'll kind of, take the gun from your hand and show you how to load it and stuff like that. And he'll say, but she's reliable. You can trust her. When you need her in a desperate situation, she'll be there for you. Just remember that. And he'll pat you on the head.
I'll give him a little, the little knuckle thing to, like, the chin, and then I'm gonna head out.
Go. And last but not least, that's where we're going to end Sid. And last but not least, Izzy, we save the best for last. You do receive a call from Jake. And he says, hey, Izzy, just letting you know I'm on my way back. I'm not going to tell Boris about this. I'm just going to head. Did you give him an address?
Yeah, I can
Okay.
now. I told him to call me
Yeah.
when he was done.
Yeah, okay. So I'll head to that address you sent, but, you got to explain what's going on once I get there, okay?
They go Destiny, that's all.
Destiny, all right. Okay. And, don't do anything that you would do. Do something that I would do.
Which is what exactly?
Keep your ass out of trouble for a change.
Oh, but it's my favorite thing.
Well, I'm passing Inland Empire right now. I'll be there in about an hour, okay?
Yeah, well, if you're not in an hour, I'm going in, so you better be on time.
Okay. And, yeah, right. Anyways, be careful.
Always.
And I'll
Actually,
give a hang.
never, but I appreciate it.
He'll hang up after that, and you do see. Go ahead and give me a perception alertness.
Okay. Not bad.
Okay, you do see some lights flicker on and off at the house. You do see some silhouettes as well, walking back and forth.
Okay.
Something does seem to be happening, and you do see. You see like a guardsman kind of patrolling the house as well, with a dog, like a guard dog, like a Doberman pinscher of some sort. But that's all you see in front of the house. Did you have anything to do, or are you just going to be waiting for the cavalry to arrive?
I should wait. Izzy,
you wanna
you
do
should
a-
wait.
Do a self-control.
She absolutely wants to sneak up on the house and jump in the side window and see how far she gets, and then once she gets caught, be like, "Hey!" So, yeah.
Yeah, go
See
ahead.
if I can't.
Self-control.
Ah! Straight self-control.
Yes, it's always just self-control. That's why you only get so many dice.
Oh no!
Oh shit.
So your mind is telling you should wait for people to come by. You need you need to play it safe. However, your heart is telling you to go to the house and see if Destiny is okay. And you listen to your heart. So,
I sent everybody a text at least.
okay, what are you going to say?
Like, on Destiny, I'm going inside.
Jasmine is going to send a text that consists of only consonants in no particular order.
Ottawa's driving.
Yeah, so.
All right.
And he is
so
And she'll relay the information while trying to be as chipper as possible.
all
I
right.
tell her not to.
Yeah, I don't know if she's gonna wait for that text, so
Yeah, well, my nature's thrill seeker too, so like this is not.
Yeah. So you're going to use obfuscate and sneak in.
Yep, I'm gonna take out my fucking awesome knife that I have, and have that in my hand as well.
All right. So you're going to need to jump a fence. There
Okay.
is sharp, pointy things on the tip of it, just so you know. So I'm going to have a difficulty 7.
Yeah.
So you manage to climb the fence without cutting yourself or hurting yourself. And you make it in.
Okay.
So, are you going to be going to where are you going to be going towards the front door? Are you going to be going towards the side door?
Now,
Back door?
they're gonna have some kind of computer rig set up, yeah? So... No, these houses are really nice. I was gonna say I could probably guess where the jack is, but I might not. Not with these houses.
There is a lot of rooms. There's like
Damn it.
5-6 rooms, 2-story.
Fuck. Shit. Makes it easier for sneaking around, but also no. Okay, fuck. Alright. We're gonna try and come in a window, I guess. Unless it looks like I can get past somebody at the door.
Okay. So you kind of study the patrol guard, the guard that's patrolling the house with the dog. He seems to just be going in a circle and then, takes a few detours. And you study that for a bit. So you make your way towards a side window, and looking inside the window, you see the kitchen. And in that kitchen, you do see 2 humans fully naked. They have fang marks over their neck and arms and various other places. They seem to be blood dolls.
Okay, I can ignore them.
Okay. And I'm going to need you to do wits and stealth to open the window and go through it. And you manage to open the window without drawing too much attention and sneak through. You do smell the strong odor of blood in the kitchen.
Okay. She kind of like sniffs kind of deep, but it's like focused on this.
Right. So yeah, giving a layout from where you are right now. You're inside the kitchen right now. To the right of you is a large dining hall. That's where the wooden table is, as well as a TV, very nice chandelier, statuettes, paintings, candlesticks, etc. Very valuable. And
I'm taking a candlestick.
It was Izzy and the candlestick at the kitchen. And so you see that to the right of you. Ahead would be where the pantry is. If you were to open that door, it's very large, very spacious. And that's what you see so far.
Okay. I'm gonna... I don't know, I guess I'm gonna have to try and... Where would they set her up? Probably an office, yeah? So I'm gonna try and look for an office.
Okay. So you make your way past the dining hall. There are some ghouls standing at attention, kind of just talking, not really doing their job as they're supposed to be doing. However, they are talking amongst each other. To the left, as you peer out from the dining room, you see a long hallway with some various amount of rooms. You also see the staircase, and across from where you are is another room.
Okay, there's no cameras or anything yet.
Nope, not that you can see. Definitely not.
Okay. Alright, I'm going to try to approach the room.
Which one? The one across from you?
Sure. Yeah, I basically have to look through all the rooms until I find them, so...
Okay, so you go to the room across from you. It's one of those double doors, very large room. As you push open the door, you do hear the sound of...
Oh, is it just... Okay.
Yeah, you can look through the crack. You do hear the sound of a keyboard typing.
Okay. It's a double door. Are the glass panes, or is it just a solid double door?
It's a solid wooden double door. You crack it open. You can see it looks actually like some kind of office.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna, turn the knob so you can't hear it, and push it just slightly in so that I can see inside. But I'm not gonna push the door open.
Yeah, and what I said is see the large office desk. You see the chair, the back of it facing towards you. You do hear the keyboard clacking, and it does look like some sort of office building.
I know I don't have like gangrel senses, but can I smell? You know, it's
Yeah. Go ahead and roll me a perception.
she's Nosferatu. You know, it's a chance.
Yeah, do perception alertness, I guess.
At like a higher difficulty or what?
Yeah, we'll do 7. Maybe your Nosferatu nose doesn't work.
Aye!
Hey, wow, yeah, you definitely smell
That's the
the
best roll I've had all day.
definitely smell the sewage smell.
Okay. Does there seem to be anyone else in the room with her?
From the crack that you have open right now, no.
Okay. How am I going to get in? Okay. I'm going to go back somewhere where there's like a vase or something. Yeah. And I'm going to knock it over so it shatters so people come running, and in the confusion I'm going to go in the open the door and go inside. Hopefully someone will
Alright.
open the door and I can sneak in anyway.
Yeah. Oh, so you close the double doors before you do that,
Yeah.
right? Okay. So you close the doors, you look around, you go back towards the dining room, and to the right where the hallway was, you do see a very, very expensive vase, and you knock it over. It actually kind of hurts you to knock over something so expensive because you're like, I could have stole that, you know? But
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
so it cut you a single teardrop, you know? And as the crash echoes throughout the halls, you do hear the sound of dogs barking. You hear the ghouls making their way quickly towards the vase. And I do need you to roll with stealth.
Okay. Hey!
Okay, and you manage to slip past the ghouls and all the commotion that's happening, and you hear like, "What's going on?" Like, "Someone here!" Like, "Show yourself!" kind of thing. And you make your way.
Ever worked?
Right.
Just Skyrim rules. Just stay
Hey,
quiet long enough, and they'll pretend
Must
it
have been
didn't
the
even
wind.
exist.
Hey, you never know. Sometimes maybe the thief is like, you know what? It's me. I'm sorry. I broke the vase. But you do make your way towards the double doors. You open them. I'm assuming as quickly as you can.
Kind of slip inside.
Yeah, and you slip inside. And yeah, the person's still kind of clicking away at the computer. They don't seem to be attentive to that crash.
Can I see who it is?
You see the back of them. You see like the, you know, like the hair, kind of the blonde hair, as well as the, you know, not so healthy skin. But she is very, or they are very focused on the computer.
Okay.
If you want
they're
to,
very
like,
focused, then I'm going to just circle around.
yeah, it's Destiny.
Yeah. Okay. Aha! Now what do I do? Okay. Plans. I don't need plans. What do I need plans for? Shit. You know what? Fuck it. just fuck it. Okay. I am pretty much going to appear like leaning nonchalantly on a desk.
Do you break
Then
obfuscate?
yeah.
Yeah. As you break obfuscate, she kind of gives like a side glance, sees you, and then goes back to the computer, and then like it's very shut. Like, Izzy, what the fuck are you doing here?
Came to see if you were okay.
Yeah, Boris had me do some stuff for the Camarilla, you know.
Yeah, Well, you said you weren't answering your phone, and I got worried. I
Yeah,
did my shit. I wanted to make sure you were okay.
Yeah, they took my phone and they had me watch you, take those documents, and I had to finish up some other stuff they hired me to do.
Well, do you want me to get you out of here?
I can't just walk up and leave.
Why not?
They'll notice I'm gone, and then Boris will be pissed, and I don't want to make Boris angry.
Yeah, I already made Boris angry today. I called him a shit to his face. He didn't like that.
Look, Izzy, I appreciate the sentiment, but I'm okay. I'm here. I'll be back at the Haven once I'm finished up here.
Look, I just know that they grabbed Otto before this, and I don't want to see you ending up in a bad place. Okay, I like you.
Yeah, and she'll stop typing and she'll kind of stand up to eye level. She's like, I care about you too, Izzy. I just, I'm okay.
You better not be fucking lying. Look, okay, we need to get a way for you to let me know if something goes wrong, alright?
Yeah. And she'll kind of look around and listen.
By the way, is she lying? Can I, roll?
Sure. What do you want to see if she's lying about?
Just, the whole they just hired me to do some shit crap. This just seems weird that she's sitting in here with no guards.
Okay. Do a charisma and I don't know the roll for that. Empathy?
Telling is kind of more like perception subterfuge, so seeing how well you can tell when someone's lying.
Okay, perception subterfuge.
Boom.
Yeah, she seems to be telling the truth that she was hired to do some work for the Camarilla.
Okay. Okay, I just didn't want you to turn up dead, alright? Get out of here.
Izzy. And she places like a hand on your shoulder and looks you in the eye, like eye contact. She says, I wouldn't lie to you, okay? I told you about, Boris, and told you about Isaac, and, I care about you. I don't want to see you hurt, but you're gonna get hurt if they catch you here.
Probably, but I can blame Boris who gave me the address.
And she'll laugh at that, and yeah, that'll really piss him off.
Okay, fine. See, I did this because I called friends in case you were in trouble, see, and now I can tell them they don't have to come.
Oh, God. And she'll place a hand on her head, like, God, you overreact. I'm not on my computer for one day, and you freak out?
Yeah, you're never not on your computer, ever.
I got a life, okay? I don't have to play
your
World
life
of Warcraft
is that
all day.
computer. Just don't lie to me. I bought you a World of Warcraft card. That's what you like. You like being on your computer as much. You know what? It's okay. I'm gonna sneak out of here while they're still distracted by that vase that I broke.
Wait, you broke a vase?
It hurt. It hurt a lot. It hurt. It hurt.
And she'll give a very loud laughter at that. And, yeah, just go out that window. I'll make sure, I'll tell them I saw something.
Yeah, what's the quickest way to get out of here from here, actually?
And she'll sigh and open the window and say, look, just go out there. I'll make a scene so they think I'm, I don't know, delusional or something,
Okay, we can do that.
All right. And she'll give you another hug, like, thanks for checking up on me.
I'll go back. Yeah, no, course.
And she'll leave out the double doors and she'll say, "Oh my god, I saw someone go upstairs. Check them out." And
That's my
it's,
bro.
yeah, very, very poor acting, you know, like high school play acting. Like, "Oh my god, I saw someone go up the stairs. Oh no." So you're gonna sneak out the window and go off the premises?
Yeah, and then I'll text him and be like, she's fine, I think. Still working for them. I just went in and checked, and she's fine.
Jasmine is just gonna text back, so she is, and then like with quotes around the word "just," working for the Camarilla.
As in being kind of doesn't have a choice. Yeah.
And you want to leave her there.
Well, if she does it, they'll pay her and let her go, and I didn't really, want to fight my way through everyone.
So she's gonna turn to Otto now.
But if you're still coming,
you're driving. Wait, shit.
I thought you were driving.
Yeah,
You
we're
said
taking
you were driving.
we're taking my car because it makes more sense because I've already said that I'm driving. So.
And if there's like a long pause between you, between when
There's
you
a-
said that, then she's gonna type in all caps. But I can still do that if you're still coming.
Oh my god! So no, she's not gonna look at her phone. She is just gonna look to Otto. So she went inside and she found out that her friend is just working for the Camarilla, and I guess that's not a big deal because if she does the job, they let her go. So I honestly just kind of want to punch Izzy really hard right now. So if you want to keep driving, like, that is your prerogative, but just letting you know, now she would look at the phone and see the, what exactly was that text?
I didn't want to do it alone. If you're still coming, I can still do that.
I guess she says if we're still coming, she can like get her out of something. I'm not really sure. It kind of seems like she shat the bed. I'm gonna be honest with you here.
This is exactly what it sounds like.
I thought Nosferatu was supposed to be like informative and sneaky and like thinking ahead
Well,
and
she
shit.
is one of those things.
So what's the plan? I'm not driving, so.
I suppose. Fuck if I know. Shit, I need to get with Jen.
She's
and
going
maybe
to
bring
like.
her-
She's going to like secretly, like, as you know, like turn the phone away and just text Izzy that Otto is cursing right now. It's your fault.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're right. I'm used to Angel. I don't know if Otto is that much of a cursor.
He's not a very good mouse cursor. Yeah, no, I know. He's not a good computer interactive tool. I'm sorry, that was awful.
That's really bad, man. That was a bad joke. We weren't even talking about computers. It did not apply.
He said cursor, and
yeah,
you
as
know,
in to curse or swear.
and
And then you were like, let's make a
Ow!
computer joke.
And
Okay.
with that, anarchy has come to a close.
Oh, and we still need to go backwards in time and have the interaction about
Yeah.
what happened
Yes,
in the
please.
vehicle. So that'll happen next week.
Nice.
Okay.
So
All
yeah,
right. Anything else, Revolver C?
nope, that's it.
All right, so thank you everybody who came out and watched tonight, and everyone who catches it later on Twitch or YouTube. Love you all. Definitely, below on Twitch here we have our links to the YouTube channel, has all of our old episodes, has our Discord link as well. Twitch, all those fun things. We usually hang out in the Discord a bit after the game if you want to come and see some of us there. And yeah, definitely check us out on Monday at 8:30 p.m. EST for Hunter. Tuesday for the return of New York by Night, episode 2, this coming Tuesday. Yeah, had a good start last week. Check out Revolver C. He is a fantastic variety streamer. Always awesome to watch. And Elvish Dame will be getting back to art very soon. She usually streams Wednesdays at 9:30 p.m. EST. And I think that is it. So, bye everybody!